So when I moved here, I was still taking pictures, and I'll never stop, I guess. I take pictures constantly and faster and faster. Just keep on shooting, and whatever comes out, comes out.
When we were painting on cave walls, and those guys really wasn't trying to create art, they were trying to make magic. I just like to make it, and I've been lucky that there's a lot of it here in Amarillo and scattered around the Panhandle and the public places. But I knew though that it's inspired a lot of younger artists to think it can happen here. At one time, people believed we had to go to at least Taos or Santa Fe to find art. Now they're recognizing local folks here produce a lot of art that is sold in Taos and Santa Fe.
I think without guys like Scott and Lightnin and Hunter and Dord Fitz and Rick Farley and this whole group of people who helped develop the early days of what the Amarillo art scene was set to become, those of us participating now would be looking at something completely different. This is a really beautiful show for us. It's the first time Scott and Lightnin have actually ever done a show together.
In the 80s, I believe, I came to town, and I hit on Lightnin because we're both a couple of flakes. Hunter Ingalls pulled together this thing called the Lost Circus.
The Lost Circus is Hunter Ingalls' brainchild. A friend of mine, Brent Flanagan, was involved in it, and before it opened up, he come by to talk to me. I was a bit of a hermit at the time.
Hunter wanted to call it Le Cirque Perdu. And I says, you can't use a name like that in Amarillo. Nobody will say the word. Nobody will attempt to say it.
I do some serious pieces, and I'm serious about all my work, but most of it's a bit on the sarcastic or poking fun side of things. If I see people smiling or scratching their head, I know I did my job.
I had no idea I had so many pictures, thousands and thousands. Some of them are going to end up in this show, of course, and hopefully people will buy them, maybe.
I've known Scott for, I think, about a decade now, and Hunter introduced me to Scott. The more time you spend around each other, the more you do start to impact each other's work. So seeing the type of things that Lightnin's done with objects and the way he plays in his whimsical fashion, that certainly has had an influence on me. Having the two of them together at one time in one show, it just represents something, I think, that's the collective cultural voice of Amarillo.
Celebrating the Panhandle Spirit, Larry Lemmons, ABC7 News.